I've made that mistake before. I've done the whole entire call, or I end up the whole entire call and then exporting, and it's like 2 seconds of recording because I paused it. Hi, welcome. Got lots of we were just having a really good old natter about what we're going to talk about today, which is the link generator stuff and cultivate, and I'm buzzing right now. I was actually in a really kind of like flat mood before we started, and talking about that, it's just like really
it's game changer, though.
Yeah, it is. So we hope you're okay. Hi, Svet. I don't know if we're going to get anyone else in, but we will leave a minute or so just to
see if anyone else joins.
Okay, before we get started. So I hope you're okay. Everyone's talking. We were just saying everyone was talking about convention. Don't know if you went, Svet, or you were anywhere near there, but
yeah, it was in the US, the convention.
The US.
So they've got amazing new products that haven't yet hit the European market. So we're waiting for those in the European market.
They always release America first.
I know. It's because Europe has such
small,
stringent, weird guidelines. Everything has to hit certain criteria to be able to be sold in Europe. And it's, yeah. So in America, obviously, they've got guidelines as well, but they're on it more than Europe is.
Yeah.
Oh, you watched it virtually?
Oh, wow. I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, you can get virtual tickets.
There you go. Shows how much I know. Okay. Sorry, I've been sick this week. I needed to. What oils do you used for a cough? Do you know off the top of your head?
You could you could use the flu, which is like the flu thing. You could use On Guard. You could use anything that would kind of lubricate your throat. On Guard and honey. It's just the easiest.
Yeah. Okay. Try that. Okay, so let's get started. So
turmeric. I'm now thinking about that. I'm now going through there's millions of them.
I want to get a ginger off you because I want to get it for my coffee. I really want to try making these ginger lemon shots.
Yes.
And
add turmeric too as well.
Yeah, I've got turmeric. Okay, we're chatting amongst ourselves here. Poor Svet.
Carried away.
Just while I go through my coughing fit, which is going to be delightful on the recording, I am going to switch into sharing screen because this month we have our, what do we call it? Spiritual pack.
I really enjoyed making this pack.
Yeah, I think this is, and the chakra mini book was just off the charts. We had so many people sign up to the chakra mini book. So I think the chakra mini book attracted more sign-ups than any of the other mini books that we've created. It was obviously a hot topic. So if you want to use that one as a list builder, it's definitely working. We were getting, I can't remember what it was since we released it, like 20 to 30 sign-ups a day, I think, for that one.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really good.
I saw there was a lot, but I didn't know. Wow.
Yeah, yesterday I did 80 bonjoros and I didn't get through them. So yeah, it's a really, really good one. So recommend the chakra mini book definitely for list building. It's phenomenal. So let's go into the spirituality module. We'll share this first, and then I'm going to talk about something which I think is completely game changing. I know it's completely game changing. I'm absolutely positive. But we're going to kind of touch on it a little bit.
I didn't fully understand it. Michelle's just explained it to me. I'm like, really? Wow. And it is totally game changing, but I didn't get it from the emails, I'll be honest. As you explaining it, I went, oh.
Yeah, that's why we're here, aren't we? And that's when I come to you and go, what do I need for this? Like, what oil do I need for this? Yeah, it was, I think they've actually got it in America. They've had it in America in their system, and I think it suddenly made its way to England. So if you know about it, then apologies, but we've just had this sprung on us. It's amazing.
But also, it's how you can use it and apply it to our stuff.
Yeah.
So even if you're using it and you're aware of it, you might not understand how you can apply it to the TERRA for life. So it's really useful.
Absolutely. So we're going to talk about what we've got in this month's module. Only 2 more left after this. And then we'll move into talking about the link generator and how this is really impacted and affected this next course I'm creating for you guys too. Okay, so here's our little, who would have thought it, very, very popular dōTERRA for Chakras mini book that comes.
Only 8 oils.
Only 8 oils in it. It's fantastic, but super, super popular. These are actually really good oils. These are Home Essentials kit oils.
Not all of them.
They're not the lily, yeah.
Ylang ylang bergamot.
These, well, the first ones are frank and
one.
lavender and lemon and peppermint. And then we've got ylang ylang bergamot, myrrh and sandalwood. But yeah, it was such a sweet little bit, but it's super popular. So obviously everyone's looking for that. As always, inside dōTERRA for Life, there's an editable version, so you can go ahead and edit this, make it your own, add your logo, all that jazz, and you just click the link on there for the editable version. Now, the next one is presentation. So as always, we've gone into the presentation material. Now, this is the bit where you are really meant to take the presentation aspect and fully customize it and make it your own to whoever it is that you don't have to, but we encourage you to. Yes. But you know, it's got all the usual stuff in there, and we've obviously put together, we've got the same 6 steps. Again, it gets people really used to doing it, creates a habit, you know, like
yes, the consistency is nice. Yeah, you're like, okay, I get this, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. So you got the same 6 steps in there, and our expert this month is Deepak Chopra. This was your guy. Why do you love Deepak?
He's just a guru of everything, isn't he? Yes. Everybody talks about him, every spiritual mentor, anyone that's out there trying to life coaches, everyone touches on Deepak, and he's just a general cool guy.
He is. And he's been in loads of stuff. I've seen him in loads of different movies and things like that.
He's really versatile though. He just appeals to such a wide target audience, and he's not too far one way that people are put off by, oh, he's too extreme.
Yeah.
It just appeals to the masses, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And in such a peaceful, like, caring, loving way.
Yeah, absolutely.
That makes sense, but yeah.
And he's obviously a very spiritual man, and that's why he's in our spiritual presentation. So we've got the Earthing movie in there, which features Deepak Chopra inside the movie. It has a great trailer for that as well, to be honest.
It also works with the grounding, the root chakra. You know, they say to ground yourself, go and stand on concrete or the earth or grass or something like that, all about grounding. So it's about the connection to earth, which is really nice.
Yeah,
a lot of our recipes this month touch on that.
Yeah, and also thinking about how you can add things to these presentations we talked about in our challenge that we did, you know, how to add products and things like that, and they have like earthing mats, and I'm sure that you can kind of use an affiliate link or find someone who sells the earthing mats and say, can we do a deal or something like that. These earthing mats are great. I think, you know, like when you live in like these concrete jungle type places and you don't have a lot of, you know, green around
and stand in the grass for 10 minutes.
Yeah, you can buy these and you can have them in your house. Like they're called earthing mats. Okay, so then we've got the Earthing movie, and then we've got Deepak Chopra, Abundance in a Path to Wealth, which is a lovely book. And then we've got our quote, which is spiritual energy is the kind that never runs out. I really like that because as a mum of 5, my energy runs out a lot, and then I needed that reminder. Stay spiritual, Michelle. It never runs out.
But he also talks about in that book that people think if you're spiritual, you can't have wealth and abundance, and people feel uncomfortable with money because I'm too spiritual. And he's kind of like, no, you're not. You know, it's okay to have wealth. It's okay to attract money into your life.
It's okay if you can afford shoes.
Yes.
Okay, so then we've got our dates. So obviously you would give people the dates for when you're doing your calls, obviously before the 15th of the month on LRPs. And then we've got the dōTERRA LRP order. Nice and simple one this month. We've got the yoga collection. I'm really glad we got another collection in there. And then fractionated coconut oil, which you'll probably need at this point to top up on. And
you've probably been buying some along the way as well.
Yeah, if you need that.
But we just pop that in to top up the LRP to make sure we got over the 125 PV. So you're getting your product of the month. And fractionated coconut oil is something you're using I would imagine daily.
Yeah, and I just think generally, if you are trying to keep people on their LRP and you are somebody who's guiding and advising on what oils they can have every month or should use every month, always you can throw in a fractionated coconut oil if you aren't quite where you need to be for the free product of the month. And then we go into our goal, which is our SMART goal system, as usual, and the affirmation meditations. These are all spiritual meditations, and I tried spiritual affirmations. I tried to keep them not too woo-woo, because this, obviously we want this to appeal to everyone, and sometimes we're just introducing people into the spiritual world, and if you're somebody being introduced, you don't want to kind of have it
scare them off.
Scare them off like that. So I've tried to keep them sort of spiritual but not too out there,
but also spiritual in a relevant to your life way, as opposed to, oh, I'm going to sell all my belongings and go and live in a tent somewhere,
in a yurt.
It's about like, okay, I'm bringing spirituality in
Mongolia. Mongolian yurt.
That sounds quite fun, actually.
It does. Just try that. Then we've got our affirmation plan, which we suggest you put on as you're doing your affirmations. And then obviously the books, we're going to get into those in a second. We've been through the chakra book, we're going to look at the other book, and then obviously we've got our topics in the series. And down here we've got all the useful links that you might want to include in your presentation or send people in emails based on this, that type of thing. Now, as we've been going through these modules into TERRA for Life, I mean, I do say that we've only got 2 left. In the series, we're on spirituality right now, and we've got character and social left in the series. But since creating this, there's been so many more ideas that have come as to what we can add to it as well. So the dōTERRA for Life, although it is as it is now, I think 2024 we're certainly going to be doing, I think, additions, and not necessarily a revamp of it, but definitely adding additional things to it that's really also going to help enhance. And this whole link generation thing, and then me creating the Cultivate program, which we're going to talk about as well today, it's also been a huge eye-opener about what else we could do in order to really help people to expand dōTERRA into a much wider market. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay, so let's go on to our creation book. So as always, we've got our main book, and like the mini books, we always suggest people use those as a, sign up thing or subscribe and get this. Obviously you want to customize it as much as possible with your links, your codes, whatever, your logo type thing. But then we have our spirituality book, which is usually part of the main course. So this is kind of like the main book for the course. And again, a lovely one. We've got our usual recipes in there. We start off with the roller card, which is spiritual release, and then we go into our wild cards, the mat spray, which for yoga people, and it goes really nice with the yogurt collection. Grounding and detoxifying foot soak. And then we go into our eat cards. Always we try to keep it to kind of like a starter, appetizer, main and dessert, so there's something in there for a full meal, or like whatever you want to put for a dinner party actually. So we've got that, and then we've got our drinks cards. So again, we always like to have a hot drink, a cold drink, cocktail,
and a mocktail
for the kiddies, or if you don't drink. And then we have our blend cards, so we've got our 5 there. Okay, so as we go through, again, this is following the same pattern, the same course of everything. And we talked about this last time, we touched on it, but if you actually wanted to incorporate the descriptions into a presentation and make a class about it, you could lift the oil descriptions and actually put those into a class about oils for spirituality, for example. So there's always so many different ways that you can use dōTERRA for Life. Yes, it's a course for an onboarding, and you're supposed to take people through the different modules and have their oils build on them and kind of It's a great way to teach people how to incorporate oils into their life. But there's so many other things you could do with them. And like I say, we were kind of like talking, and I was going through my mind about all these other things that you could do with TERRA for life, and that was one of them. So you could do an oil kind of course, or do just the oil cards and take the information on there. So don't forget that the information, whilst it's in a book format, it can be literally put into any format that you want. The copy is there for you, not just to say, okay, well, it's part of the book, but you could run it into many other things as well.
The oil information, it's all you need, and it's specific to this topic.
Yeah.
But also it can be expanded on. So if you're someone who is really knowledgeable about oils, like in this one, it's got myrrh there. So you might talk about myrrh works with feminine energy, and it's all about the mother and Mother Earth. And you could really expand on that in a really knowledgeable way. But then on the flip side, if you're still learning about oils, the basics are there. Everything you need to know is there.
Yeah.
So you can do what you want with it, really.
Yeah. And because we work together, but we work together in a kind of different capacity. So Heather's always the oil person, but obviously sometimes I'm on calls with people talking about the business side of things. And I do occasionally get these oil questions, and I'm like, let me just consult the book here. You know, sometimes, and then I kind of redirect people to Heather. But the information, if you are not an oil expert, or you're on your way to becoming one, you know, like, I mean, it's taken Heather years to kind of build up all this knowledge and information and things.
I'm still learning.
Yeah, and I think it's an ongoing process. But at least this is going to give you what you need. So you won't kind of feel on the spot if someone says to you, oh, like, why is this in here, you know?
But feel free to add more in if you're like, no, I want to expand on this, and I know loads more, and I want to go into real depth about it. Feel free to edit it and add things in.
Yeah, absolutely. So as we go through, we've got a fun one. I love the colours in this one. I wanted it to be spiritual, but I wanted it to be, you know, like a kind of not a flat kind of spiritual, kind of fun one. So we've got lots of nice images. I love this ceremonial cacao thing.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And I think it takes it to a totally different level by adding frankincense.
Yeah, absolutely. I put some of that in my red wine the other day. Very nice. Back on the old girl again. Okay, so that was the book. So we hope you enjoy that. And obviously we've got affirmation meditation. We've got the MP3 and MP4. Again, these are all white label. I don't say my name. I don't mention All Me Up Baby. It's just all generic. So sadly for some of you who are not interested in an English, some random English woman's voice, then it's my voice on there.
But you can take the affirmations that are in the presentation and record your own version.
Exactly. And you can basically do that.
And there's actually a lesson in there that tells you how to do that.
Exactly. The templates are up here: affirmation, meditation, script, how to make your own. And then we go into the shareables, which again, it's just something that you can use to promote the module that month, what's inside it, use it on social media, put them wherever. And again, customize them, put your own images in, do what you want. And that's the one that you use to kind of get subscribers in. So that's this month. So then we've got carrots next month and social, and then we've basically completed doTERRA for life as it is now, but we will then obviously start working on 2024 as to what additions we're going to make to this, and I think that's definitely something that's going to be very, very interesting. And me in particular, I'm really focused on Cultivate right now, which is the new program, which I know everyone's waiting for. And I'm super sorry. Like literally the first time I pretty much finished it, something changed in Podia. And then I was like, okay, so I'll redo that. But then this time what's delayed it is something in one really small thing, which had a big impact on the course, into TERRA. So if nobody has any questions about this module, I'm going to just stop screen sharing for a sec. And we're going to talk about the link generator. So actually I'll go to it just so everyone knows what I'm talking about here. So I don't know if everyone has had access to this for a while or not. But we've only just got access to this. It's the link generator. Now, this to me was game changing, and I'll tell you why. When I created Cultivate the first time round, it was the whole thing, the whole process of bringing in a dōTERRA customer and working with a dōTERRA customer and, you know, like servicing them was a very kind of manually type thing. You had to basically, I could automate a certain amount of it, particularly now we've got TERRA for Life and stuff like that, which I'm going to be building in about how you kind of do the onboarding process and stuff like that. But I was never able to fully do a complete 100% hands-off automation of signups and have it still personal until now. So this link generator thing, like, literally changed everything.
So hang on, first of all, how do we get to this link generator?
Okay, so you log into your account and basically it's on the top area. I don't know, Svet, have you seen this before or have you had this in your account? But you come up here and you go down to link generator here and then you just click on it, right? Now, let's first of all talk about this in just a sense of
oh no,
I've logged out, sorry. Let's talk about this in the sense of just using it with the normal kits and stuff like that. So if that's you and you're using it with the normal kits, you can literally take the oil shelf, not kits, packs, experience packs on our website. So like, let's say for here, you're going up here and you're on our website or you're in the members area and you've got the pack that you want to do. So let's say, for example, I'm going to do gifting. Okay. So let's say we're in gifting and we come down here and we go to the flip book, right? Or let's do the mini book, for example. So let's say you're giving this out and you want to kind of say, okay, well, you know, like, here's what you need for your Thanksgiving. You can come in here, obviously customize this all, and then you can just fill a link with these oils on here. And then you can put the link inside the kit as a button or a text link or something like that. And instead of this scan me, which we're obviously going to change these soon to go to the actual links, we'll make links ourselves and put them inside. You can literally have it open up the link with all the oils populated in there, and all someone has to do, and it's obviously your enrollment code too.
Yeah, so they're not trying to say what's your code and make sure you've got my code and check this.
Yeah, this was
all
like
in there.
crazy to me, because I was thinking, well, really, you want people on the call and you want to be able to be enrolling them on the call because you know 100% you're going to get the credit for that customer. But that is no longer an issue or a problem, which has now opened up a whole world of yay for me as an online business person. So now we can literally go through, create the links for these oils, and then put the link here and say, click here to buy these oils. It will open up and it will go basically to this place. So we come down here, we go to link generator, and it's so easy to do. dōTERRA for Life, you know, when you start people on the enrollment kit, now I've updated it on our website to be our link for the dōTERRA, sorry, for the Home Essentials kit to get people started. And you can create an enrollment link here, or you can create a product link. So obviously for the enrollment link for Home Essentials, if you're focused, and how we're going to do it in Cultivate is I'm going to give you this pattern to automate the whole thing. You will create your enrollment link with the Home Essentials kit. And then that's how basically, as people are going through this funnel process, which is Cultivate, they will go through this funnel process, click the link, and it's already there. It's populated with your ID. You'll get the credit. It's like, it's become a lot safer, you know, in my opinion, to sell dōTERRA to people without, you know, like doing it in a hands-off way. So this came out and I sat there, you know, like I'm one of those like crazy like inventors. I'm like, oh, So you know, like I start writing down notes and I start like seeing connections and seeing patterns about the funnel and how we can make it. And we can literally now, and this is how I'm recreating Cultivate, is to have a fully automated, but it won't feel automated.
Yeah, it'll still feel personal to people.
It'll still feel completely personal because it will still be you guiding people through. I know this is going to sound so cryptic, but you're going to have to buy Cultivate to actually, you know, get my madness, which is not madness. You'll see it's genius on the other side. But for me, it's so amazing because now we can fully automate this process. So we've been talking about our next target market group who we're going to target, and I'm going to obviously put together this process, Cultivate, and we're going to use the same process to target our next group. And I'm so excited about it.
Yeah, because it's a massive target audience.
Yeah.
But when it's all automated,
yeah,
it just makes it easy.
But I get a lot of resistance because when you think about this massive target audience, you know, you're thinking, oh, how many consultation calls will I have to do?
Yeah.
How many appointments I'm going to have to get people on? And it becomes, you get like a little bit of resistance to growing almost, but not anymore. I pretty much think that I have done the whole blueprint now to solve this issue where you could literally just decide to say, right, I'm going to target financial advisors, whatever. You could literally go out and just hammer away at lists of financial advisors, introducing them to dōTERRA, specifically on point with why you want the oils for financial advising, with a tailored consultation for financial advisors, with you in it, but you're not there. It's like, it sounds like some weird AI thing, doesn't it? But it's not. It's like literally, it's like a one and done thing. You're going to have to make a few small videos, just record them on your phone or record them on your desktop computer. You don't need any fancy equipment. So the consulting process is very much kind of like a video-based process, but you'll be asking consulting questions, and then the people can respond back basically with text, audio, video, however they want to do it. But you walk through people through this process, onboarding, right to the point where you do the automated consultation. And now you can do the sign-up process directly after the automated consultation because we have this fabulous tool now. I'm excited.
I think the link generator's been there for a while, if I'm honest. This is
I think it's been,
but I didn't know what it was. And I got a random email and I just thought, oh, I'm going to send that to Michelle. That sounds like her cup of tea. Not, I don't get it. It wasn't telling me about oils, so I wasn't interested.
well,
and you were like, oh my gosh, wow. So yeah, this is why we work as a team.
So I will say, I think they had this in other countries, but not in England, right. Because I always remember going around our area and looking for something like this.
Yeah, because you were trying to always make it automated. How can we make this easy? How can we target lots of people and not take up all of our time?
Yeah, it was like a real thing for me. And always I came up with this stumbling block about the enrollment. Like, because I'm thinking, oh, we can get loads of people to enroll, but then it wouldn't necessarily, no one's going to say, you know, like they'll just go in and buy it and sign up for dōTERRA and we've lost someone. No one's going to say, oh, I definitely want to enroll under your code and things, especially when you're doing it off the cuff random, that type of thing.
But it means all your social media stuff can have your link to enroll, so people can enroll straight away from your social media.
You can hit social media so hard now with this stuff. You can really go to target groups, target audiences, like, and not be concerned about the amount of time it's going to take you to enroll someone into TERRA, but still serve people on a personal level. It's really hard because I know, like, people are probably going to be thinking, oh, it's going to be emails and it's all automated, nobody cares. Absolutely not. This is something that no one's going to have seen before into TERRA. Like, I can honestly, like, as I sit here in my little office in the middle of Egypt, I can honestly say this process that I'm creating, Cultivate, I do not think anyone has put it together.
I've not seen anything like it.
Like in this way. Otherwise, I think dōTERRA would have cottoned on maybe a little bit more and not still be teaching people to do all the manual wellness consults.
This enrollment link is amazing, but it's how you use it.
Yes, it's completely how you use it.
Yeah.
So obviously, like the way we're doing dōTERRA for life now, and how we're going to incorporate this training into the Cultivate course, which will be ready this month. It's going to completely game change. You can literally get a lead or send information out to a lead, and it can go through a fully automated funnel without you actually doing anything. This can operate in your sleep, but it will still be you. It will still be personalized.
And they're being added to your team, and your team's growing. And then once they're in your team, you can position them where you need them to be.
Yeah, and by all means, after if you get these random enrollments, which I'm hoping you will now, without doing the consultation calls, then obviously this is gonna, you can reach out to people after that, or you wouldn't have to, because there's an automated onboarding and there's, anyway, but you could reach out to people and do connection and things like that. And I still would
still do group classes and things like that. You know, you're still gonna want to do maybe a monthly call and put people in and still have that connection.
Yeah,
but
still
it doesn't have to be
all these
all the time.
Individual one-on-one consultations.
We can take time.
Yeah, they do.
And obviously when you're working online, you're also working with people's different time zones.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've got people that'll do a consultation and it's 10 at night for me and they're 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, and this would just take all of that away.
Yeah, absolutely. So the link generator is a feature that I particularly wanted to talk about on this call, because this is really game changing for Cultivate. So Cultivate is the next online business program, which I've been putting a fair amount of energy into. I keep changing it because everything is changing, but it's just become a million miles better, and I'm able to really like think now about how the connection to fully automate the whole process is going to work, and it's going to be phenomenal. And then obviously we're going to test it out ourselves too with our new target group. So yay, thank you dōTERRA. And like I say, I do think it's been available before, but not in our console.
Okay.
So yeah, but I don't know how long it's been available. But
there has been a link generator on that little back officey bit for a while, but I don't click on things. I don't know what they do. It wasn't a new oil. I wasn't interested. All the new oils I know all about.
I know. And then we had a thing, and now she's forwarding me all these emails. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so amazing discovery that was, and I'm super excited about it. And you can literally do this for so many things. So like we just had like an impromptu random meeting with somebody who's like, you know, got arthritis. And you know, like we can obviously say, oh, you should use that oil and blah blah blah. And then you've got this thing of, well, you've got to follow up with them, and then you've got to try and enroll them, be with them when they're enrolling. And then you've got the thing of like, oh, what's your credit card number and things like that. But now you can literally just use the link generator, say, right, we recommend these oils. This is what I suggest you do with them. Just click here and you go buy them.
Yeah, those oils that we've recommended, because we said in the morning, do this, in the afternoon, do this. When you're in pain, do this. We did like a little oil prescription. And then she clicks on the link, those oils are in her basket and just has to go pay. Yeah. And it's part of our team, it's added to our
exactly. And then also the customer is in control of those oils as well, because they can say, well, I don't want that, I'll take that out of my basket and then I'll check out. Okay, so even if you don't want all of the oils, and this is why I like it in conjunction with like our mini books and our books and things like that, you know, like our main books that we have, they have quite a lot of oils in them.
Some of them have got like 27 oils and stuff.
Yeah, I'll do a screen share and just show one of these bad boys to kind of give you a...
The dōTERRA for Life, we've been quite minimal with the oils. We've been very specific because they're specific to a topic.
And an LRP too.
But our experienced ones, it's a bit of a free-for-all. We're having a wild party and we've got lots of oils to play with.
Yeah, so like if you were looking at the normal experience books, you would see that there is, you know, quite a fair number of oils. Now, I think you'll probably overwhelm someone with that, although I would definitely put the scan link in here with a QR code to go to your link with all the oils. Why not? I mean, you do it once and it's done. So that's a great way to customize kits. But then what I would suggest you do is, if you're doing like breaking these down into more sort of bite-sized pieces, you know, let's say you decide to send one card out, you know, it might be like
on social media or send it to someone, or
yeah, on social media, for example, take this card, right? And then obviously publish it, but publish it just with the oils that are on that card on a link. So like, you know, oh here, like, you know, like Love Machines. So this is a diffuser blend. And then you can say what it's for, and then you can just do the link with the 3 oils.
So they'll click on that and it goes to you, and the 3 oils are in their basket.
Yeah, but this is just, for me, it's phenomenal. Like
it makes it easy for the customer as well. It's not even about making it easy for us.
Yeah.
From a customer's experience, it's so much easier. They're clicking a link, it's all there, they can see the price, they can put all the details.
A shopping cart. And the thing I like about this as well, which I didn't like about the old style way of doing things, is you always have to create the account before you can,
yes,
you know, like, okay, we'll add things to the cart.
Well, unless
you know?
they're buying it at retail price and they're just buying it as a normal random customer, which we don't.
Yeah,
really
no,
do
but that's if you send them directly to the website for that. I mean, I think America have had a different setup than we have, but our old kind of shop officey thing, they called it dōTERRA My V office or something like that, it was horrible. I mean, but you literally had to send people to sign up, whereas now it feels much more easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, it's a shopping cart, I recognize this. And before, it's like, oh, what are you trying to sign me up for here?
Yeah, because you put all your details in there before you can see the price of the oils.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, I can imagine from my perspective, if I just want to see oils and look at them and read about them and then go and buy them, I'm not going to sign up for an account. Whereas if you've got a shopping cart and then they ask you to sign up, that's normal. I mean, that happens a lot of the time because you need to sign up to check out, you know.
But by then you've seen the price, you've seen, oh, I can get all of those and I can do this with it.
Yeah.
It's going to cost me that much. Yeah, I'm up for that.
Yeah. Or let's say, for example, you've got this and you've got a budget and you're like, okay, well, I'll just take that oil out and then I'll be on my budget. So it's so much easier for you to make a buying decision this way. And to me, it no longer feels like a little bit icky.
But it also excites people because they see a recipe and they're like, oh, there's that oil. And like, well, I don't know much about the oil, I don't know how to get it, I don't know the price. Click on the link, it's there instantly. And they're like, okay, they don't need to think too much about it. And like, you're not going to often put out a link with 27 oils in, but put out a link with 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 oils in. They're going to go, yeah, okay, I'll try that.
And we were saying like earlier, you can go through the kits, for example. Let's say you want to do an oil of the week or something like that, or your oil of the month. You can go through the kits and find recipes with that particular oil in. You know, let's say, okay, well, I want to do wild orange. You know, just have the link going to one oil.
So that month or that week, maybe you're focusing on wild orange, you're teaching people about it, you've got some info about it on there, a few different shares, and then bam, I've got a recipe link. People are like, oh, I've read about wild orange all week, I really need that in my life.
Exactly. So you can really use this for targeting the marketing aspect of your business. You know, pick an oil, go through the experience packs or dōTERRA for Life or whatever you want to do, find your recipes with that oil, put together a little mix and match book, you know.
Yeah, you can do a nice mix and match with it.
Yeah, do a little mix and match book, but maybe with like 4 or 5 recipes in it, but restrict it to just certain number of oils. Like we've recently done this with the seasonal wine, and I was really surprised myself. Nice. With this book. We put it inside the free area. So if I go into oil aboard, we did a little mix and match seasonal wine book for you guys. And then here you can see it's only got these 3 oils in it. So make up your little mix and match book, have like an oil of the month or a couple of oils of the month, or you could have like a citrus month or something.
You could even do it if you're quick enough with it, you could do it with the product of the month. So then you're encouraging people to hit their 125 PV to get that oil for free. Look, you've got that oil for free, bam, this is what you do with it.
Yeah.
So it works really well.
Exactly. And then obviously do your little link generator with that one oil or those 2 or 3 oils and send it out with the mix and match book. This is game changing for your marketing, you know, because if you've got
And
people, yeah, and for your customers. So for me, there's so many possibilities that this opens up with. So now you'll be hearing me prattle on about this link generator every call now. But they're at everything that we do because it is just brilliant. Particularly when you can do it with the mix and match books as well.
Yes. Then you can use it in any way that you want to.
Yeah, so there's mix and match books, and then we've obviously got the connect books as well. So again, the connect books are a great way to kind of do that. We go onto our shop here. We've recently done our dog connect. So that had like these oils in, and so funnily enough, somebody was asking in one of the Facebook groups about oils for dogs. So again, I just kind of sent people to this dog connect book, you know, but like there are these oils in there that you can get, and again, just make your link with those oils, and you can say in your book, you know, take out whatever you don't want to try or you don't want to do, or alternatively just make the oils particularly for tick and flea repellent. So, you know, obviously you can put this on your social media, you can customize it, but in the end it's a tick and flea repellent. You can change the name of it to something else if you want to, but you would have the link there in the social media, obviously if it's in the bio or, you know, in the description, however you want to do it, have the link to buy the oils.
But if the link's there, it's nice because you can go on and they might think I only want 2, so they take the other 4 oils out. But the next month they can click on the link again and be like, right, I've had those, take those out. This time I'm going to use those 2. So customers can keep going back to that link,
yeah,
until they purchase them all, or oh, I've run out, I need to go. Oh, I'll just click on that link, it gets me, they're in my basket already.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why the books are so nice, because if you put the links inside the books, which you can easily do in Canva using the link tool, then obviously that's set there, it's in there.
Customers, you know, just keep going back.
Just keep sending them out, keep sending them out. Contact every single dog trainer and doggy person and dog grooming thing on the planet and send them this with your links inside. It's gonna be game changing. Anyway, Cultivate is really gonna help with kind of piecing all this information together, so I'm super excited about that. That's all that we've got to discuss this month. So do you guys, or do you, Svet, have anything that you want to talk about, ask? Happy to help you. If you're watching the replay of this, then obviously write into us as well if you've got any questions about anything that we've talked about, or about the packs. Or
and if you've been using the link generator, tell us how you've been using it. We'd love to hear how people have been finding it.
Yeah, like this is new to us. It's definitely new. I know it might have been there a little while from your end, and you didn't tell me, but they did.
Tell her everything now. I'm just getting annoyed with me.
But yeah, it's definitely new to me, and it's just been a game changer, and I'm super excited about what else they might have. I'm gonna go poke around in there.
Yeah, please. Please do. I don't poke around because I'm scared that I change things and do things. I just click oils and that's it. Buy them.
Anything oil, I just leave it to Heather. Anyway, so I think we've got no questions, so thank you very much. You're welcome, Svet. Thank you. And if you're watching this replay, do come and try and join us next month on the 30th. Oh, it'll be the day before Halloween. Ooh.
We don't get out much.
I'm a mum. So it happens all the time. I'm the embarrassing mum. Okay, so we'll see you then, and in the meantime, have a fantastic October. Have a great month ahead, and look forward to seeing you.
See you later. Bye.